What's up, guys? It's your boy Tim here from Fukuoka Bar Stars. Just wishing everyone out there in my Facebook family happy 2020, happy new year for everyone. As they say here in Japan, akemashite omedetou gozaimasu. Okay, kotoshi mo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Very simply, I'm making some videos this year, 2020, specifically for my 100 and so friends and family members that I have on Facebook. Very simply, I've been asked by my peers when I used to go to school with back in Brooklyn, and I've been asked by some Japanese people, even as of today, can you show us how to help my back pain? Or for example, just yesterday even, in the daycare where I worked, I had a mother, rather nice young lady, mother of her first baby. She said, it's been 3 months now since I've had my baby. I have pain on my side. Is this stretch of any value? I get asked these questions all the time. People ask me, hey Tim, can you make a video, something simple to show us how we can help ourselves? So I say to myself, in 2020, I'm gonna make some short videos and just put them up there, and you guys just give me feedback and I'll just make adjustments and we'll just go through it. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not trying to make any videos so that I can show that I was famous. I think I showed some videos of myself last year around Christmas time when I used to be on television. I used to be on television in 2006 and 2007. I was on television for 2 years in Japan, and I was on public radio for 4 years, overlapping with the time I was on television. So I don't have to try to be famous. I'm already famous, and the problem with being famous is once you get into the famous world, it's hard to get out. Okay, so that's another can of worms that this video is not about. But what I would like to do first, in this first video, is talk about spinal compression and spinal decompression. Now, spinal compression very simply has to do with the vertebrae in our back. We have these spinal discs, they get compressed. And the reason why they get compressed is because maybe in today's world we're going like this, maybe you're driving, maybe you're sitting on a train, you're spending lots of time sitting down. So the one way how I'm going to show you how you can have good spinal health that's going to be a part of having a good healthy back is by showing you some exercises today, okay? Very simply, just to give you an idea of what's happening here in Japan, around noontime, businessmen with suits will go into the park and grab up to the pull-up bar as if they're going to do a pull-up. And it looks like they're going to do a pull-up, but they never pull up. They don't even swing really back and forth. They just hold the bar indefinitely. Because basically what the businessman is trying to do is he's trying to uncompress or decompress those spinal discs that have made his back tight, so when he stands up he goes la la la. So I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do on your own. That's very, very important here. And then I'm going to show you how you can help strengthen the muscles around your spine so that your lower back won't hurt so much. Okay, so here we go. I got my yoga mat here. I may have to get off the mat here and there just so that you guys can see what's going on. But first of all, this is what's called the tabletop pose. And the important thing is I got my shoulders over my wrists. I'm not leaning too far over, and I'm not leaning too far back. So ideally what I would like to do is have my shoulders over my wrist, and then I would like to have my knees above my hip bone. So I don't want to have this, and I don't want to have this. I just want to have basically a flat tabletop position. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to breathe out, and while I'm breathing out, I'm going to imagine that there's a rope on the back of in the middle of my back that's pulling me up. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and I'm exhale. Now I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to look forward up, and I'm going to try to show my chest up to the sky. And then I'm going to come down again, Raising my back up. Exhaling as I go out. Coming in, I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks inward as I round my spine. And then I'm going to spread my butt cheeks outward as I raise my chest up to the sky. Okay? This is very simply what's called a cat-cow pose. This is spinal warm-up. You want to warm up the spine. Okay? Here we go one more time. Up, round the spine. Hopefully you can see it's like a C. And then I'm going to open up my hip bones, spread out the butt cheeks, and raise my chest up to the sky. In, out, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, I'm starting off like this because in the previous video that I posted on my Instagram page or my Facebook page to help my son's mother, she liked the idea of the exercise I did, but she couldn't hold the position because she said her back hurts. If you do this movement that I'm showing you right now, this very basic movement, it's going to help your back. And you have to be consistent. Try to do it in the morning, maybe before you go to bed, and after you get out the shower. Now, we're going to take this to the next level. Watch this. I'm going to do the cat-cow pose, starting out from my tabletop position. Okay? Cat, cow. 2, 3. Okay, now from here, I'm going to let my right hand go up and my left foot go back so that they become parallel to the ground. Out, in. Out, in. Out, in. And here we go. Outside, in. Outside, hold, in, hold. Now let me turn around so that I can face the camera so that you guys can now see what this is looking like from a different angle. Okay? So, whoops, gotta get a little bit closer here, excuse me. But basically what it's gonna look like is this. I'm gonna go out, in, up, in, out, in, up, in, out, in, and if you want to make it more challenging, when you go up, extend the left leg. Hold. Hold. Come on in. Boom. Now, we want to do that on the left side and we want to do that on the right side. What's happening when you raise your hand up and you extend your foot back and then out to the side and then to the front and then to the side? What's happening is we're activating a lot of small muscles that support the spine. They call core. And very simply, most people's image, mine included, but my image has changed and grown, but essentially the idea is you got this ripped six-pack. The problem is the core is not only a six-pack, but it's these muscles, it's the serratus muscles, it's the back muscles. There are muscles all in between my groin and everything that if I do these exercises right, the next day I'm going to be feeling sore. And these very small muscles, these are the inner muscles, these are the muscles that get neglected. So, here we go. We'll do a little bit of a workout. You ready? Here we go, let's see. Whoop, gotta get a little bit different angle here. First, let's do our cat-cow. We'll do that a little bit, and then we're gonna switch it to the left and to the right side. So here's how it's gonna go. Cat, cow, cat, cow, cat, exhale, cow, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, extend. 1, in, out, in, out, in, up, in, up, in, up, in, out, in, up, in, out, in, up. Hold for 10 seconds. 15, let's go for 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, come on down, right. Roll that out. That's some tough work, particularly if you're doing it for the first time. If you can't do all the reps like me, don't worry, try to work up slowly to where you are and continue from that point and just continue onward. Just do the best you can. And when you get, the exercise becomes too easy, I got some ideas I'm gonna show you in another video. Not today. So here we go. Cat, cow, cat, cow, cat, cow, cat, cow. Extend. On the opposite side now. Right foot is back, left hand is up. In, up, in, out, in, up, in, out, in, up, in, out, in, up, in, out, in, up. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Coming down here. Decided to switch up here, show from a different angle. Okay. Also, since we finished that, let's just roll out. Let's just go back to our tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and let's just roll it out a little bit. Just move around and just move around and just feel good for a minute. This is the end of this first video. I had to change up the direction where I was taking the video because I ran out of battery. But basically, this is the start that I want to show you guys how you can help yourself in 2020. Actually, all these videos will be from some sort of practical, real-life experience so that you can take the movement and help yourself. Today's movements that I was showing with these type of movements are really just to help what's called the core, so that the discs, the spinal discs, won't touch each other so easily because this core will be holding the spine and other parts of the body together very nicely. Very simply, I didn't bring my iPad to show you this, but perhaps I'll show you at another point. Maybe some of you have already seen it on my Instagram page and what have you. But the spinal discs are such that, very simply, because we're aging, the cartilage becomes thinner. So that's the reason why the discs come closer and closer together to each other and why we feel that back pain, particularly when you get to be in your 40s and 50s. I'll be 54 soon this year. And the doctor, when he showed me in the x-ray, what happened was the x-ray showed the space in between the spinal discs, and that space was because on a regular x-ray they can't pick up the cartilage, but on an MRI they can. But what happens is all of a sudden there was this space where it got really, really close. The disc got really, really close. So it was really evident to see that, yeah, my back is hurting because I have what's called an aging back. But because of the exercises I do, they help me so that I'm feeling good. Even at age 54, I don't have the sort of back pains and problems that maybe some people have. So I'm going to be showing some other exercises here, and I hope to talk to you guys soon, okay? Peace.